What happened yesterday at Bondi Beach in Australia is the stuff of nightmares, but not the kind that you wake up from. No, this is the cold, hard reality of a government that has sold out its own people for some twisted globalist fantasy. It's a blood-soaked wake-up call that's been screaming at us for years, and we ignored it, only for a Hanukkah celebration to turn into a slaughterhouse where 15 innocent souls were gunned down in broad daylight by Islamic terrorists who were on the radar. Australia's intelligence flagged one of them back in 2019. Known threats simmering for years, and the authorities looked the other way. These monsters were tracked, assessed, and left to plot, while good people paid the ultimate price. Aussie families soaking up the sun were suddenly taking gunfire for 20 whole minutes before the cops even showed up. 20 minutes, according to eyewitnesses. And that's despite the fact that the police department is just a 4-minute walk from the beach. Aussie cops took that long to respond, handing these jihadis a free killing spree. And why were those victims so vulnerable? Because Australia stripped its citizens bare. Back in 1996, after Port Arthur, they banned guns, even pump-action shotguns, in a massive mandatory buyback. Over 700,000 firearms were surrendered or seized and yanked from law-abiding hands. Just like what Canada under Carney is shoving down our throats with this so-called buyback scam. Law-abiding Aussies handed them over, thinking that it would make them safer. But instead, it left them as sitting ducks. All while the real criminals, the terrorists, stockpiled whatever they want. Guns are not the problem, folks. Importing jihad is the problem. And you'd think that the government has learned its lesson, right? Nope. The Premier of New South Wales is out there after this bloodbath, calling for more gun control.
We're looking to recall Parliament as soon as possible to introduce legislation to crack down on gun ownership, but I'm determined to introduce the toughest gun legislation in the country.
More gun control? Australia already has some of the strictest laws on the planet. They took away their citizens' guns and turned everyone into easy targets. And 15 people are dead at Bondi Beach anyways, because terrorists don't give a damn about your regulations. The only thing those laws did was to make sure the unarmed, the law-abiding, were prime prey, sitting ducks, unable to defend themselves or their loved ones. They disarmed the good guys, ensured that no one could defend themselves, and now they're doubling down on the failure that got people killed.